Yeah. What's up, people? Welcome to the show. We got a doozy, people. We got a doozy. My main man is in the house. My main man is in the hizzo, yo. And listen, I know he's gonna ace it. No pressure. I'm gonna put him in the hot seat, but we'll see. We got a cross section of music, and as you know, okay, this is name that song, and we play a snippet of a song. You got 10 seconds. You know what I mean? 10 seconds. And you got to name the song and the artist. And then if you know it, we sing it together. We have some fun, some banter, hey, we're here to have fun. It's not that serious, you know what I'm saying? So without any further ado, my main man, Nick, in the hizzo. Yeah, come on. Yes, sir. Hey, Nick, what's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just be prepared for a bit of disappointment, because I'm one of those guys who I'll hear a track, I'll be like, I know that jam, that voice sounds familiar, but doing the artist and the title, it's a far stretch, man.
See, now he's already making excuses, and he's modest. I know he's gonna ace it. I know you're gonna get it. You're gonna do well.
Let's try it. If you give me maybe let's say 20, 50 tracks, maybe even 100,
right?
I'll get 5 of them.
Come on, it's not gonna be that bad, is it?
But so where's the music from exactly?
Well, we got a cross section of music. We're gonna cover as far back as the 70s. That's the cutoff point.
Okay.
70s, you know what I mean, a little bit of the 80s, 90s, the 2000s,
Okay.
to present. And we got a couple of, we got some continental songs. We got some R&B.
Woke me up with the 2000s. I'm good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right.
Mid 90s to late 90s.
Right.
Early 2000s to mid 2005.
Okay, well, you'd be surprised though, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of old songs you might not know the lyrics or the name of the artist, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of songs you're gonna, because they're iconic. These songs are iconic.
So if I have an idea as to who it is, do I get any hints? Can I ask you just give me a hint?
Yeah, I can.
The initials.
I can be gracious. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
It rhymes with.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
I like that. It rhymes with night.
Yeah.
Brian.
Like Branite McYen.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It sounds like Vegemite.
There you go. Yeah.
Brian Vegemite.
Vegemite.
Or B Vegemite.
That's it.
That.
You got it.
Okay.
All right, yo. So let's go. So.
Okay.
Here's the first one. This
No
one's
pressure,
actually.
no pressure.
Hey, Akuna pressure, bro.
Hit me.
All right, let me.
So this is from what era? Are you gonna tell me, or are you just gonna be you guess?
You guess.
Okay.
But this one is actually this one is everybody knows this song, even if you don't know.
That's even worse pressure. Everybody knows it, unless it's Happy Birthday.
Right.
But who sings that? Nobody knows.
Well, there's different versions though. There's the Stevie's version.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes.
Happy birthday. And there's the the one everybody happy birthday to you.
Then there's the Marilyn Monroe.
It's a Happy birthday, Mr. President. And there's another version. The Simpsons. Michael Jackson doing Happy Birthday on The Simpsons.
No.
Yeah, happy birthday, Happy birthday, Lisa. Lisa, it's your birthday.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna find it and play it for you.
Michael actually did that.
Michael did it. Well, actually, no. I think they had an impersonator.
Yes.
Do his voice on the show, but then they drew him and his nose fell off.
Yeah.
At the end.
Of course.
These guys, they had no chill.
Yeah.
They went all out. They were like, Michael, who we make fun of everybody. Everybody gets it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doesn't
I'm
matter
ready,
who you
man.
are.
I'm ready, man.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. And you got a 30-second snippet.
Okay. 3 seconds. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hear it.
Yeah. I hear the drums echoing in the night.
The rain's down in Africa.
Africa, yeah, that's the
Africa.
title. The band.
It's
a band.
It's a band. Wait.
Starts with T.
T. That doesn't help me one bit. Okay, last letter.
Toto.
Toto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toto,
But
Africa.
I got Africa.
You got Africa.
I got the tune.
Hey, come
Okay,
on now.
fine, okay, fine.
Come
Half a
on
point.
now. That deserves an applause. All right, here you go. Yeah.
This actually
You
harder
got
than I
it.
thought.
You got it.
This is harder than I thought.
Listen, but you knew it because you even knew the synth thing.
Okay, what era was that, by the way? What year was
That was 80s.
80s.
Yeah, that was 80, probably 84, 85. Don't quote
My
me
year
on
of
that.
birth, 84.
There you go.
That's a funky song for
But see,
84.
yeah, so you know the song.
Yes.
Is what I'm saying. It's one of those songs, especially that they talk about the Serengeti, the plains of Africa.
I
you know?
see the rains down in Africa. Such a jump.
Yo.
Were those guys black or white?
No, they were white.
What?
And these guys were session musicians. It was Jeff Porcaro and what's his name? Steve Lukather on guitar, Lukather. And the brother died.
Yeah.
Drummer. Jeff Porcaro died. There was another brother who was, I think, Steve. He played keyboards. They were session musicians, and they decided to put a band together.
Blown my mind.
Oh,
They
bro.
were white.
Yeah, bro. These were white boys.
Ooh.
They knew how to put it down, but they studied, all the black session musicians. They were doing a lot of great stuff.
They must have been in the same WhatsApp group as Paul Simon, huh?
Yo,
Yeah.
but they kind of acknowledged the fact that they revered
Yeah.
the black
Got you.
musicians.
So they didn't lie about where they got the rhythm
No,
from.
they didn't.
Nice one.
These
Yeah.
guys are good. All right, and let's
Okay.
go. Second song. Ready?
Ready. Get me.
We were joking, just rewind and come again.
Craig David.
Hey.
7 days, son.
Hey.
Craig David, 7 days. Popcorn hair. Popcorn hair. And that I like that Craig David. Not the one, not the new one now.
Right.
But the old school one with the popcorn hair.
Right,
That was
right,
mine.
right,
Actually,
right.
that was the first CD I ever bought.
Really?
That's the first CD I ever bought.
Dude.
I bought that, then I don't know if it's in the right order, but I'm pretty sure that came out before TP2.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So those are the first 2 CDs I ever bought myself. Craig David and TP2. Craig David, the one where he posed with the popcorn hair.
Right.
That's the first CD I bought,
Oh, that's-
and my second CD was TP2.
That's amazing, bro. Hey, give it up for Nick, y'all.
Love it. I'm on a roll. Listen, so that's 1.5 marks out of 2.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. On my way to see my friend who lived a couple blocks away from me. As I walked through the subway, it must have been about 3:15. Inside of me was a beautiful lady with a beautiful body. She asked me for the time. I said we never said 60s now. Did she decline? No, I don't think so.
Craig!
Met this girl on Monday. Hey,
That's what you get from Light Skin Homies. Light Skin Homies hit those notes.
Yo,
Ask
for
Chris Brown.
real. All right, let's take it back to the 80s. I think.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Okay.
Boom.
Let's go. I'm guessing, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I hit one more time?
Yep.
That didn't even help.
Right.
I know this sounds wrong, but the first thing that came to my mind
Mhm.
when I heard that tune, you remember like the old, I don't know if this, because this is a family show, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll just forget what I was about to say.
All right. you tell me later.
Well, we'll talk about that later, yeah. It's definitely not for kids.
All right. They gave up.
I give up.
All right. This was Billy Ocean, Caribbean Queen. Caribbean Queen. That we share in the same dream. And I was a Beatles one. No more love on the run.
The worst thing is because you get the first bit and you think you know it,
Yeah.
and then it just goes, then you sing and I'm just like, yeah.
Then it was like, nah.
But I didn't even know it was Billy Ocean.
Right.
Yeah.
There, it's Billy, bro.
Yeah.
Billy Ocean. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Next.
Oh my gosh. So many movies.
Do you remember
The
the first night of September?
Okay, who did that?
Earth, Wind & Fire. EWF. Earth, Wind & Fire.
Gone.
Yep. You
But
got
a
it.
jam.
Hey, yo,
What a jam.
That was a jam.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you know because you've heard that song 1,000 times.
Enough times. Do you know how many movies start with that?
You know what I mean?
Guy's waking up, he's doing his aftershave, he's in the shower.
Yeah.
It's just a nice, perky, energy.
It's just
uplifting
a
track.
nice song. You know, it's a party song. You know what I mean? It's like you're getting ready to go out. You're getting ready. The boys, you know, yo, where you at? You know what I mean? You
Put some
like
Earth, Wind and Fire on.
hit the town. That's
Yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying? All right. Next song.
Oh, I'm feeling. Man, what you trying to say now?
Hey.
Don't you know who this is, man?
What,
Booyah!
man?
It's Bob Marley.
Booyah, Kasha.
No woman, no
Man,
cry.
no cry.
No woman, no cry. You
Give
don't
me-
need any woman crying
All right,
now.
give me a little vocal on that.
I remember
Hey.
when we used to say
What?
in a government
Undrenched down.
Hey, Abba said,
Serving the hypocrites.
Don't cry your tears.
I say, say,
No woman, no cry. Yeah. No, no woman, no cry.
Dun, 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 dun. Bob is timeless. bro.
Listen, Bob, even in the year 3000, guys will still be bumping Bob.
Oh, let me tell you, man. I mean, there's him. There's Michael. There's Prince. There are very few guys like these
Timeless.
songs. Timeless. You know what I
Timeless.
mean? Whether it's like 50 years from now.
You see, because I don't see guys in the year 3000 bumping Chris Brown.
Nah.
I just don't see it.
Mm,
I don't see it. I don't understand it. But you tell me in the year 3000, Jackson 5,
Yo,
Bob Marley.
that's right.
These guys, Michael Jackson,
Oh, for sure. For
Lionel
sure.
Richie.
Yeah.
They're gonna cross that.
Oh, for sure. They're definitely. They're not gonna be bumping Lil Wayne or freaking Lil Uzi Vert or Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I'm actually quite good. Tekashi 6ix9ine in the year 3000. Who?
Yeah, I don't
What?
think so. Tekashi who?
Yeah. I'm actually curious. Do you know who owns Bob Marley's
Catalog?
catalog?
The family for the estate.
The estate owns
Yeah,
it.
yeah, they own it.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well
Which
done.
which is great because that's legacy right there.
Mm.
I mean, great
Your
great
grandchildren will never
grandkids,
be
yeah,
broke.
great grandkids are gonna benefit from that.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where for a lot of unfortunate artists from back in the day,
Yeah.
they basically other people are now eating off of their
Off that.
yeah.
That really sucks because I mean, like a good example, like Justin Timberlake.
Yep.
He just sold his catalog for 100 million,
Yo.
which means that if he has kids or is planning on having kids, they will never be able to say they'll say that my dad or my grandfather sang that track,
Yeah.
but we own zero royalties from that, which is really sad.
That's a shame. Yeah. I don't know why prompted him to do that though.
Money. You
That's-
know, it depends because I haven't seen that guy doing any
That's
concerts
crazy.
recently.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
So-
he tried his hands, at acting for a little
Yeah.
bit, but that didn't really take off.
No, not
Right?
really.
But
And also guys like this, like I mean, they live A-lister lives, so
True.
there's a budget to that.
Yeah.
Pay for security, all that stuff.
yeah,
so when
house,
you-
house on the hills.
So
you got
you're
another
going
crib
broke,
in
what do you
Atlanta.
need to do? Sell your catalog.
Yeah,
Yeah, get that money.
that's too bad. I mean, it's basically like selling the cow. You know what I mean?
Selling your soul.
Yeah.
Just think about how many times that guy was in studio crying, cry me a river. Ooh-wee. Now he can't even cry to that song. Actually, no, now he can.
Actually,
Now
yeah.
he can. Because he doesn't own it.
That's
He
it.
doesn't own it. That's ridiculous.
And guys are gonna make billions in the future.
Ridiculous amounts. I mean, like the residuals.
Oh, that's crazy.
Are insane.
And especially, place a couple of songs, in a blockbuster movie or a TV series. I see it residual, boom, boom,
Yeah, yeah.
boom. Commercials, boom, boom, boom.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's a shame, but hey, artists, they have the propensity to actually be, it's a family show, so I can say that to get,
Yeah.
up the,
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what. So
But I mean, like, because 100 million today, okay, look, this is me going into his wallet, that's none of my business.
right.
But like in like 10, 15 years, that must be worth at least double, triple, quadruple that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Is your light on your mic?
The light is off.
The light's off.
Yeah.
I know it.
It's on now.
Okay, now it's on.
So
God
the
dang it.
light's on.
All right, cool.
No problem. Where did you lose me? Do you know where you lost me?
I'm not sure.
No problem. We're vibing.
We're
We'll
vibing.
get back on
Yeah.
track.
Plus, we can. I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
pump you up.
No problem.
Cool. All right. Next
Okay.
song. Let's see.
So
Let's take it back to the
2 for 4.
Yeah, 2 for 4. That's
Okay.
pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Let me bring it to the continent.
That's really 2,000 shillings, yeah? So thanks.
Look at me hitting you up even before the game's over.
Oh, stop. Hang on a second. Let me hit you with this one. Where you at? Let me hit you with the... Ka-ching!
I like that.
Ka-ching. Here we go. Here's one right here.
Okay, so I know it's Sauti Soul.
Yep.
That's guaranteed. Susanna?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Because there's
that's the
Susanna
one,
and then
bro.
there's the other one. There's a lot of a few tracks that does have female names.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's that, and there's another one that doesn't have a female name, but it's
Yeah.
about a female. Melanin. is
Yes,
one of
yes,
them,
yes, yes,
right?
yes.
And
Black women,
Yes.
African women.
Hey, let's
I
listen.
like that.
The best.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Once you go black,
Never
you
go.
never go back.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It's another oldie. Da-da-da.
Okay, give me a hint. Okay, wait, male or female?
Male.
Uh,
I'll give you a hint. Like, you can't miss this hint.
Stevie.
Yeah.
But what's the title?
Overjoyed.
Okay.
Overtime.
You see, I wish I paid more attention to those tracks because my brother, who's like 12 years older than me,
Right.
this is his sort of jazz.
That's his
You know,
jam.
in fact, it's because of him that I got to love. R. Kelly.
Okay. It's all right. We
You
can
know?
we can say R.
Exactly. Exactly. You know,
Yeah.
Temptations.
Salute
exactly.
wherever
Well
you
done.
are. You know, I wish you wouldn't have fucked up like that. But
Yeah.
hey.
But this is actually. Do you know what R. Kelly was trending the other day? So he was trending because so many people didn't realize that he wrote music for Michael Jackson, for huge artists. I mean, like, so technically, R. Kelly locked down R&B in the 90s. He was R&B.
That's right.
So whatever he's done in his extracurricular activities, you can't take away his musical prowess.
That's right.
But it makes you think about all, I mean, like, okay, so the track that he helped, he wrote for Michael was "You Were Not Alone." So when now you think about R. Kelly, like a few years later, you're just like, what did you mean by that track?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of gives a different meaning to when you
Yes.
listen, the Pied Piper and all that type of stuff. You're like,
Yeah.
But I agree with you because his legacy shouldn't actually be erased because you can't separate the man and the art, right?
Yes.
Kind of like Roman Polanski.
Exactly.
They didn't take his catalog off.
No.
Theaters. They Harvey Weinstein.
Exactly.
His work is still out there.
They haven't. He hasn't lost his whatever medals or things that he won.
Awards and stuff like
that he
that.
won.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
taken that back.
No.
Because
not
just
at
like
all.
if it came out that Michelangelo, the artist, was very a freak in his extracurricular life, does it mean that his art's going to lose the value?
Absolutely not.
No, it's not.
But again, there's a double standard that it's been perpetrated, throughout history, where people of a certain hue,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Things are like, hey, no, bad, don't
Bad.
do that. Yeah,
Don't do that. Don't be like him.
Yeah,
His jams are fire, man. R. Kelly's
Bro.
cold.
bro.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he
Yeah.
he got
So,
yeah.
quick change in topic.
I
How's
know,
it
right? But I mean, he's still music related, so
Yes.
we're all good. Here's another one. Here's another ditty.
I'm not doing too bad. I thought I was going to be abysmal.
I
yeah?
told you, bro. I told you.
Okay, like I'm getting a bit of confidence here.
Yeah, there you go. Because even if you don't actually know like that word
Yes.
for word,
Yeah.
you've heard these songs 1,000 times, and it kind of like something gets triggered and it comes back to you.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, come on, and now you even remember Chris. These are Chris's jams.
Exactly.
He's listening. I can't wait to get him in the hot seat.
Yes,
I know.
and that is my bigger brother.
Yeah.
Wait until you see him in here. He's gonna kill it.
Oh, I know.
He's going to kill it.
I know.
Yeah.
He's gonna give us the freaking history. Like,
The history,
the liner
1997,
notes.
that came out in 1982.
You know what I mean?
In the summer, burn.
You know what I mean? That was recorded at 7 a.m. because the producer was,
I love it.
Yeah, I used to have a buddy like that,
Man,
Mike.
but if I do better than my brother, I'm going to rub it in for the rest of his life.
Bro,
I'll be like, but you're the music guy.
you're the guy.
You're the
Come
guy.
on now. I picked you up, bro. Come on now. All right, here's an easy one.
I don't know who
who sang it. Okay. Celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrate. There's a party going on right here.
Hey,
A celebration.
The
Okay, give
last
me a hint.
throughout
Please
the
give me a
year.
hint. Don't tell me. Just give me a hint. The initials.
You know, they're so cool. And they used to hang out with
Monsieur Cool and
and
the gang. Title of the
Yeah.
track. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love these hits.
I'm
They're
telling
good.
you. See, I told you. You know, once you and you even know the freaking lyrics.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you asked me the title of the track. Wait, don't tell me.
Right.
Celebrate.
Celebration. Yeah.
Celebration. That's it.
That's it.
Nice.
It's a celebration by Cool and the Gang. All
And you
right.
see, that's also a track that crossed races
And
Like-
the ages.
and the ages.
Because this is from the don't quote me on that, I think it's the 70s.
Yeah.
Right? And people from the 80s, 90s, all to this day.
Yeah.
You go to a party, this jam has to they have to
This
play
this is a jam that I can see in the year 3000.
absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What's going on here? Why is this thing just binging over here? Shut this down. Yeah. All right. Next one. Ready?
Ready. Ah, wasn't me. Shaggy.
Yeah, Sugar.
Have you seen the video online? So if you get a chance, just Google the video or YouTube the video.
Right.
Shaggy explaining where he got the inspiration for
Yo.
It Wasn't Me.
Yo,
Have you seen it?
I just told the story to Amelina yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like a 25-minute long video, just like, what?
Absolutely, yeah. And you know how this song actually got out there, right?
No.
Oh, yeah, there's a follow up to that where he I think he was nearly broke. Like
Yeah?
no money. He like last freaking few dollars,
Mm.
he flew to Hawaii to hang out on the beach, right? Nobody wanted to play the fucking song.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to play it. And then he hooked up with a DJ in
Yeah.
Hawaii. And you know, they started talking, blah blah blah. Yeah, oh, I'm a singer, blah blah blah. All right, 'cause I got a song, blah blah. What are you doing here, blah blah blah. Here, you know,
Try this.
listen to it, try it.
Yeah.
It's like, man, the guy thought, nah, this is probably gonna suck. You know
Wasn't
what I mean?
me.
And he got, you know what I mean? And then dude played it on the radio. The switchboard lit up. They shit got an air rotation, and then other state, sister station, cousin station picked it up.
Really?
They started playing it, and then it hit Atlanta. You know what I mean? Once it hit Atlanta, and then it hit Miami and New York and LA, it was over.
It's kind of like the track Omi, cheerleader. You
Yep.
know? Nana's a cheerleader. She's always out there when I need her.
I don't know that
No,
track.
so you need to check it out. It's
Okay.
a fire track.
Right.
When I first heard that track, it was at maybe 47,000 views.
Right?
And it was a fire track. They didn't have a video to it. Then suddenly, the next time I heard it, was like 18 million views.
Holy
It
crap.
exploded. They did a music video to it. And he just, it's a kind of like a Shaggy story.
Right,
you know?
right.
It just took the right person at the right time to listen to it. And
Right
listen-
place at the right time, yeah.
This is fire.
And then again, you know, these record executives who were like, nah, we don't know, because it was so different at the time.
Because
You know,
it's
what was that?
Jamaican.
Yeah, but also,
And
you
it
know,
looked a
there
little bit like a
there was
cookie.
the accent, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? It was different, you know.
Yeah.
There was the
Yeah.
the orchestral things happening, yeah. And people were like, nah, yeah, I don't, you know, they weren't feeling it. But then when the song hit, they were like,
Oh, bring that man back in here.
Yeah.
We gotta have a conversation with him. Hey, Shaggy.
but you
Like
know,
your music, man.
they were kicking themselves in the
Yeah.
what, because
Definitely.
they missed out.
Yeah.
That was huge. That was a smash hit, bro.
Wasn't me.
That was huge. And here's another one. We're taking you way back again.
Where we?
And-
80s, 60s,
No,
maybe even 30s.
no, we're not touching the 60s.
Okay.
Our cutoff point is the 70s. At
Nice
some
one.
point, we might bring it back to the 60s, but 70s to present
Okay.
day. Here we go.
So these are those white guys.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wait. Okay, so it's not ABBA.
Yes, it is.
It is ABBA.
It is ABBA.
But when they white.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's a white guy.
I said
He's a-
white guys.
Yeah,
oh, white
these are
girls.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
These are girls.
White fellas.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. So
Right.
ABBA, track, during the time of your life, dancing queen,
Hey.
dancing queen. Ooh. This is actually a really This is a very sensual playlist.
Yeah,
quite,
you
quite
got
romantic,
it, bro.
I say.
You got it, bro.
Should shade with me.
Oh, let me tell you, right, bro. You acing this thing, man. You doing well. You doing really well.
I was actually quite worried.
Come on.
I was just like, I'm gonna see that John's gonna be like, like
this
you're
guy.
the worst person to have on the show.
Yeah, but they probably turn into the Gong Show, you know.
Yeah. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
We got the hook, right? We got the hook, just like whoa.
Yeah.
Pull you off stage, or like a trap door, just whoosh.
In.
You
I'm actually quite surprised.
You're
Yeah.
in the basement. Oh, you're doing good, bro. You're doing real good. Here's another one. This one's easy. You ready?
Ready. What? Come on, son. Come on. California.
Hey,
Know how to party. Ooh. California knows how to party. In the city of LA. In the city of Berlin. We keep it poppin'. Okay, Tupac.
That's right.
And the title is California.
California Love.
Yes,
Tupac featuring
Wait. Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
And I'm looking everybody to the Wild Wild West.
The struck situation look up.
Alien Ness. I love it.
Oh, bro.
I was bumping that today morning in the office.
For real?
I was.
There you go. Boom, 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 boom.
Such a jam. Such a jam.
The video, though.
It's crazy.
It
Mad
was
Max.
yeah, exactly.
Mad Max,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what I hate? They didn't use that soundtrack for Mad Max. Why?
I was floored. Well, because
They used Tina Turner.
Remember back in the day,
Yeah.
hip hop was like, it's like jungle music. It's like, nah, it was considered a fad. I mean, this thing's not gonna last.
Yeah.
Hip hop is, is for them.
Yeah, it's for them.
Yeah.
It's all gonna cross cultures.
No,
Yeah.
it's not gonna cross over. We're not.
Nah, not at all.
Now, what's the most popular genre of music
Hip-hop.
in the world? Hip hop.
Yeah,
Rock
I mean,
and
to the
roll.
point.
Rock and roll's dead.
Yeah, true. And actually, black people took over rock and roll.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, they started it.
Well, we started it.
Then
took it
then
over from us.
Took it over. Then
And
we
then
took it
like,
back.
boom. It's like,
Yeah.
no. We're claiming this stuff back. All right. Ready?
Ready.
All right.
Boogie Nights.
You can tell by the way that I feel around my walk and I'm son, man. I don't know the words. Sing it high. So now we're high. You get right from your way. You went on the other way.
Wait.
Get down with the one.
Who used to sing with that? I know the track is called Staying Alive.
Staying alive. Yep.
Staying Alive.
Ha, 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 ha. Stay alive.
Who used to sing high pitches like that?
They're Australians. They're Aussies.
What?
Three brothers. Yep. You didn't even know that.
Australians.
Yes, they're Australians, bro.
Wait, the same country that produced "We Come From a Land Down Under." What?
Yeah. These were the
I
dudes,
feel
man.
like I have been culturally appropriated.
These were the dudes,
It's
bro.
ridiculous.
I
Are
know.
you the Australians?
These were the dudes, yeah. The Bee Gees.
Oh snap!
Yeah, those are the G's, bro.
I didn't know they were Australian.
Yeah, the Australians.
Really?
The Gibbs brothers. Andy Gibb. Who died? I think Andy. Andy. passed.
Wow! I never. I
Yeah.
thought that I just assumed they were Americans.
No, because they model they fashion their sound,
Yeah, because you can tell by the way I
With
look. That doesn't sound Australian.
Yeah, that falsetto, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
'cause it's showing me,
falsetto.
You can tell by the way I look and talking. I'm an older man.
No, they like,
Uniform.
bro, they perfected that stuff, man.
That's
A lot
amazing.
of people, they fool a lot of people. People
Wow.
thought it was, no, they're not Americans. They're,
Wow, like
yeah,
Milli
bro.
Vanilli.
Yeah. Except these guys could really sing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, ready?
Wow.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Yeah, for real. Okay.
Come on, Diddy. Actually, this song came out when B.I.G. died.
Yeah.
And P. Diddy sang this. Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray. Missing You?
Yep.
Missing You is the track.
That's right.
Diddy. Was Faith Evans in it as well?
That's right.
But did she sing or was she just...
She sang the chorus.
She did, huh?
And she sang the bridge actually. One bright morning when his life is over, I know I'll see you there.
And it comes, every step I take, every move I make. That was a jam. Still is a jam. Now that is another jam for year 3000.
That's right.
Yeah.
For sure. You know. And here's another one.
This is the original, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the original,
You got
yeah, wasn't
yeah,
it?
that's the original.
It has that sound. It has a very
By whom?
like a whoa. That's a good. Wait, so which one did I get the first one right?
The first one, yeah, you got it right. That was
Okay.
P Diddy.
So-
Actually, no, it was Puff Daddy. That was before P Diddy.
This is the one with the white guy says, "And can you see you belong to me? Every step I take, every move I make."
That's-
I have a really good voice.
Hey, listen, no, it's for real.
Thank you, man.
You belted it, bro.
Woo.
This,
Um,
that's actually that's the original song.
Yeah.
All right, it was by a group. It's a trio.
Okay.
Bass. The bass player is a singer. The
Yeah.
front man is a bass player, singer,
Yeah.
guitar player, and a drummer.
Are they Caucasian?
Yes.
Okay. Don't know.
The Police.
I would never have guessed that.
Sting
Yes.
is the bass player, singer.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
In fact, he's on the sing every step I take.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
Sting. Yeah, see now you see how you're putting it together?
Got you.
Yeah, that's Sting, bro. Yeah.
So Sting must have loved Missing You when they came out, huh?
Oh, for sure. I mean, that basically brought him back from, actually introduced him to a whole new demo.
Yeah.
Because,
So guys say that Kanye was like is the king or was the king of sampling, but Diddy started this.
Diddy was doing this shit way before Kanye.
Diddy
I
was
mean,
sampling way before Kanye.
I mean, on the commercial type of things, right?
Mm.
But there were a lot more like prolific, kind of like underground guys who were actually perfected the art of sampling that
Yeah.
never got the
No, they never really saw the light of day.
exactly,
Yeah.
and they never achieved the level of success that Ye and Diddy, one of those guys basically achieved.
Yeah.
But those guys were doing it, with just like now. Imagine Kanye. Now everybody had samplers and guys who were doing it with tape. You know what I mean?
Imagine. Because that was Diddy. They didn't have samplers back then when
No,
he was doing
when
it.
they started, no.
Yeah, when they started,
It,
yeah.
it was basically, I think the first sampler they got, probably the Ensoniq ASR 10 or EPS 16. I had those samplers, and it was like I think something like 2 megs of RAM.
2 megs.
2 megs. 2 megabytes, bro.
That's
So-
like a photo.
Yeah. So you had to sample.
Yeah.
Come on, my mic's bugging. You had to sample stuff.
Yeah.
Literally a few seconds, dump it to tape, sample again, dump it. and
Yeah.
then it was tedious.
Yeah. I remember making a mixtape for a girl I was interested in.
Okay,
In
all
prep
right.
school. And you had to wait for the radio to have the top 10.
Right.
Top 10 list. And you sat there with your 2 fingers ready to hit the play button and the record button to record the track and try to get it at the point where the announcer shuts his mouth.
Right.
And the track starts and you cut it just before the announcer comes back
Comes
in.
back. Yeah. Coming up at 5 o'clock.
Exactly.
blah, blah,
But
blah.
listen,
Traffic.
that was dedication. That showed you really liked somebody.
I'm telling you.
To sit down there, make a mixtape, get the spaces in between each track. It was dedication.
I'm telling you, right? You couldn't just see the wave file.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Nah.
MP3s.
Yeah.
right? Nah.
The wave file was your ear.
Yeah, that's it.
That was the wave file. Your ear knew, okay,
Timing.
the guy's about to come back in, and just before he says something, cut.
And if he messes it up, that means you gotta wait for the next.
You gotta wait for the next time. The next
he
time they play
plays
the
it,
top.
right. Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Here's
Proper
another.
trip down memory lane.
I'm telling you, here's another Diddy. All right.
I have no idea whatsoever.
All right. So I'm not gonna.
It sounds like the drummer boy parappa pam pam.
All right. I'm not gonna torture you with this. It was Phil Collins, Susu Studio.
I would never have guessed that. Nah.
All right. Next one.
And I'm gonna keep myself into it.
Welcome to your life.
I don't know.
Tears for Fears.
Please play the.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
I've heard the track,
Yeah.
but I would never have guessed the
Yes.
artist or the title.
Yeah. Tears for Fears. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Woo! Don't go chasing waterfalls. Listen to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. I know that you wanna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. TLC, Waterfalls.
Waterfalls. Yeah.
And my best person out there,
Give it up.
Lisa Left Eye.
Oh,
God rest her soul.
for real. R.I.P. Lisa Left Eye Lopez, yo. For real. Yeah, these girls. Yeah.
I mean, it really sucks that when you look at the success of like Destiny's Child,
Yeah.
and you look at, I mean, these were the women that really shaped my understanding and love for R&B. And when you see their trajectory and how they were treated and how they didn't get their dues,
That's right.
and it's a really sad story.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, from Left Face Records, Pebbles, and Babyface, and L.A. Reid. These girls got a bad deal. You know what I mean? These girls were actually the first record. I don't think they made any money at all. These guys
Wow.
were touring. They were
No,
making.
but
peanuts.
there's a video where they had won like 3-4 Grammys.
Yeah.
And I think Lisa mentioned at the awards, she's just like, man, we don't even have a cab to go home.
Yo.
After this.
Yeah. Imagine now you're a multi platinum
Imagine.
selling artist with Grammys and
Everybody thinks you're
BET
making
awards.
bank.
And that's it. They were eating freaking peanut butter sandwiches, and that's crazy.
It's a shame.
That's music business for you, bro. All right, next.
Wait. Ah, wait. It wasn't man enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think I am? You were my man.
Oh, Tony Braxton.
Yeah.
Yes. Get it.
It wasn't man
Oh,
enough for me.
yes.
Hey, it wasn't man
Oh,
enough for
have
me.
you seen how she looks now?
Oh my God, yeah. Tony. I'm telling you.
But you see, it's a fact. Black don't crack.
Hey,
Look at Maya. Look at Sierra.
yo.
Look at Tony Braxton.
Yo.
Look at Janet Jackson.
Yo.
Look
even what's your girl's name? Mary J. Blige.
Exactly.
You know?
Look at the same women who are performing in them era, who went of the same hue,
Yeah.
and look at the difference in aging. It's evident.
It's like, hey,
Very evident.
Melanin soda.
So
You're the
good.
queen on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Would you put me in your diary?
They were right when they sang that song Melanin.
let
You
me
guys
tell
were
you,
well
man.
done, Sauti. So you get well done for that.
Yeah, for real. Props, fellas. Props. All right, let's bring it to let's do something like that.
Okay. I know that. PM Don. No, it's not PM Don. It's not PM Don.
No. I'm gonna let you go. I'll tell you after. Go ahead.
But okay, I know it's not PM Don.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I love that jam.
Yeah.
That must have been the same time or same period as PM Don.
Uh-huh.
There's a certain like
Right.
je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, but actually, I'm gonna stop you right there. It's actually before PM Dawn.
Really?
PM Dawn sampled that song.
So I wasn't wrong.
No, you were wrong. Yeah.
Ah.
But it's actually the name of the song is "True" by Spandau Ballet. It's actually I think they're British, either British or German.
Yeah.
But don't quote me on that. I think they're British.
But okay, so just play that bit again.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't fault me for saying PM Dawn because that's exactly how the PM Dawn track starts. Exactly the same.
Absolutely not exactly. PM Dawn track starts. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, set a dream for memory and bliss on you. Ba-da,
Yeah, you're right.
da-da-da.
Yeah.
But that comes in later.
Baby, you did
Da-da-da-da.
Set a drift
The memory bliss on you.
That's another one for year 3000.
Yo.
Yeah.
For real.
PM Dawn.
Let's see if I have the PM Dawn version here.
Yeah, if you can get the PM Dawn version, because man, have a feeling I'm about to win this. I'm about to win this.
Yo, bro, you're doing really well.
We're trying. I'm actually really surprised. Because I kept on telling myself, I was just like, man, does John know what he's gotten himself into? I'll be honest with those guys. Okay, next. Yeah, next.
Let's PM Dawn right there.
Yeah. But wait, can we get to the part where it kicks in?
Let me expand that. There we go.
It's gonna drop in this bit. If it's the one, wait. Yeah, it's off, but I get you. Here it comes, wait.
There you go.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom. Bop. Bop.
If the beats were there, it would have been the track. Such a jump.
All right, YouTube. We don't want a copyright strike, so all right. Fair use.
Yes.
Right. But anyway, I'll truncate that.
Okay.
Let's see. What am I gonna bring? Let's bring you back.
So this is I take the hip hop, the hip hop, and you don't stop rocking in the bam bam, baby. Up jump the boogie and dance to the rhythm of beat. Now what you see is what a dance rapping to the beat. Oh, who's this homie again?
Yo.
Aye.
Yo.
Hint, give me a hint.
It's got a sweet, they're on a hill and they're a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of sugar, and then there's a hill.
Sugar Hill? Is it
Sugar Hill Gang? Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed, but
Yeah, Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight.
Rapper's Delight.
That's right. Yeah.
I need to Rapper's Delight. I'm gonna bump that straight after this.
Yeah, check it out. That was
Sugar Hill,
that was
Rapper's Delight.
a good track.
That's a
That was a rap. Everybody, it was like a rite of passage. You had to learn that rap.
Yeah.
Everybody, I said the hip hop, the hip hop, and you don't stop, rock it to the bang bang. Yo.
In fact, that's one of the first raps my sister learned.
For real?
Yeah.
There you go. So everybody had to learn that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Here's
That and Gangsta's Paradise. were the
Yeah,
first raps that she
yo.
learned.
Here we go.
And I'm in all of you.
Hey,
And I'm in all of you. And I'm in all of you.
Cause I'm in love with you.
Okay, give me the first letter of his name. Just the first letter.
D.
Davido.
Davido.
Okay.
Fall. That's the name of the
That's
song.
not fall. Okay.
Body follow you.
Money follow you.
Banana follow you.
You know what I was really proud to see the other day? I was watching Ballers.
Right.
I think the latest season. I think season 4, season 5. The latest season
With The Rock.
With The Rock.
Right.
And in one of the episodes, there was this house party, and they were bumping some tracks. And the track they were bumping, for like a good 30 seconds, 45 seconds into that scene, was Burner.
No.
And I was just like, for me, it blew me back because guys, like kids nowadays won't get that feeling of being able to see a Western show with African music.
It was almost like, nah. And the fact of the matter is, back in the day, like if you used to go to what was that, HMV, what's your boy's name? Virgin Records.
Yes.
All these, Slam Ash, in the record section.
Yeah.
It was classified as world music.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
It was like, it's in the
They
world
never had
section.
African music, it was world music.
World music.
Yeah, you'd find it there with bossa nova,
Right,
Brazilian
the
music, all that stuff.
Cuban,
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
It was like, that's like now, look at that.
I mean, I used to get kicks when I was maybe 5 years old, and you're watching a show, and the person says, if it's an American show, which we've got a lot of Western content here,
Right.
you're watching a show, and the person says, "Oh, he went down to Nairobi," and you'd be like, "What? He said Nairobi? Oh my God! Wow!"
But hey,
But
now,
hearing
now,
Burna Boy in a series like Ballers being played, I
Bruh.
was just like, yeah, that's dope.
it's about time because the artistry's there. It was just now given access, to these artists to actually showcase their talent. I mean, there's mad talent, bro. Even in Nairobi, I mean, there's so much freaking talent coming out of Nairobi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people just don't.
Opportunities are key as well. Getting that opportunity is really, really key.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay, you know what I mean? All right, here we go. Let's give you something nice right here.
Something easy.
Yeah, something easy.
Teletubbies, Dipsy.
Let's see. Yeah, we've done that. Yeah, we did that. Okay, we did that.
Have I exhausted all the options? Am I
No,
that good?
No, not at all. I'm just now trying to, trying to give you something,
Yeah.
I got something nice right here. Ready?
Yes. Okay, so I know it's not. It's somebody feat Michael Jackson, because Michael just came into that. Am I right so far?
You are partly right,
Yes.
because that's the original. That's the original Michael Jackson song. Across my window, sweet seduce inside. If they say why, but that is human nature.
I would never have gotten Human Nature. But was Michael in there? Because Michael just came in the studio and did that.
No, but
Oh,
the
that's-
original song, it's a Michael Jackson song.
It's a Michael. So they sampled. So Human Nature sampled that jam.
No, Human Nature is actually the song from Michael Jackson. Chris Brown and SWV and all these other guys sample that.
Oh wow.
That's why Michael Jackson, that's why you only know that.
Yeah.
Because that's what they sample.
Okay.
But the full song is actually Human Nature by Michael Jackson. Written by Quincy Jones. Written and produced by Quincy Jones.
Right. So I got Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you do. You did. Okay.
But it wasn't feat. It was Michael
It
Jackson.
was, it is the Michael Jackson song.
Okay.
You know? And then the SSWV.
Yes.
They did that.
That's where he came in with. That's all he did.
That's all he did. That's they sampled that, but also the they sampled the keyboard part. They sampled the Michael Jackson a falsetto part, and a couple other parts.
Yeah.
The rest is it's just Michael Jackson.
That's another jump for 3,000.
That's right. All right, next.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. So the title is "This is how we do it."
Yep.
The artist just first letter
M.
M Montel Jordan. We need cash it. Ching ching.
Oh, yeah.
Ching
Let
ching
me
ching
do
ching.
it. Ding, 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 ding.
Get those coins popping. I
Ka-ching,
love it. I
ka-ching,
love it.
ka-ching.
I love it. I got Montel Jordan.
Yo.
I got Montel Jordan.
For real, bro.
What?
That is so obscure because he disappeared. Nobody,
I don't know. Maybe he went and joined the church like Mace.
Hey, because he I think he had 2 or 3 hits.
Yeah.
Then boom. But, I guess he went back into the church or something.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But that was a jam.
Yo.
And the drop. This is how we do it.
Boom, 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 boom.
This is how we do it. Na 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 na.
All right. Okay. Let's lightning round. We got a couple more to go, and then.
But do you think that the artists nowadays have because when my mom used to talk about music of the 60s and 70s,
right.
I wonder is that how this generation talks about hip hop when hip hop was breaking out? Is it the same way? Because when I look at the artists now, you've got Future, Quavo, all these guys.
Right.
There's something that that's missing.
Yeah. The thing is, there's a certain reverence that, for instance, your parents' generation, my parents' generation, and then my generation, and then your generation, and the Quavos and those guys. There was a certain reverence that we had for those, musicians like the Patti LaBelle's, the freaking Benny King.
It's kind of like what shaped
exactly
music today.
But see, what happened, because there was also, remember, access. For us to know about these guys, we had to pick up a magazine or see them on TV. Once in a blue moon, we didn't have access. Now everybody's on Twitter. Everybody's posting their breakfasts and their selfies sitting on the toilet. You know what I mean? So there's that mysticism, that sort of like untouchable. Like Prince. He rarely gave interviews in the beginning. Later on in life, he started opening up a little bit more. Michael, there was like a mystery, around these guys, and those guys also, they understood that they revered, the Nat King Coles, the Frank Sinatras, what I mean, the Louis Armstrongs, the guys from the 30s and 40s. I'm talking about, all the jazz guys.
Yes.
There was a certain, the Billie Holidays. They
Barry White.
exactly. So they basically understood that those guys paved the way for them. They respected them. But nowadays, it's the new generation. They don't respect the guys who paved the way. They don't even see the bridge. They're like, nah. There was a couple of young rappers who said, nah, Biggie wasn't that good. Tupac was whack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like people were like, who is this kid?
I think you've seen that video where Snoop Dogg makes fun of these new rappers.
Yeah. It's like, you don't know what they're saying, but it is true because there was a certain there's a lineage. You know what I mean? The guys from the 60s respect the guys from the 50s and 40s.
True.
The guys in the 70s respect disco and stuff. They respected the guys from the 60s and 50s.
Those guys paved the way. Yeah.
You know what I mean? The 80s, they respected because you studied the culture, you studied the lineage.
I guess that's why you get like guys in their 70s and guys in their 20s bumping Ye.
That's right. Yeah.
Because he'll take samples from like the 30s and hook them up with the modern sound. But the older generation will hear that 30s sound, that 50s or 60s sound,
That's right.
and connect with that.
That's right.
Okay.
And for lack of a better term, like Hall of Famers. You know what I mean? For instance, there's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's no Hip Hop Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Like people respect. When the Rolling Stones come out, hey, we're going on our last tour.
Yeah.
People just.
Can you imagine if there was in either this year or next year like a new Up in Smoke tour? Especially now with the legalization and decriminalization of that substance.
Yeah, exactly.
You can only imagine how huge
Of Mary
that
Jane, yeah.
concert would be.
Oh, Dre and Snoop.
If you're listening to this,
yo,
that you have to do that. And the thing is you have to come to Africa.
you gotta come to Africa.
There's
bro.
there's no other option. You cannot do Up in Smoke in the States and you don't touch Africa.
That's right.
If you're touching Africa, okay, look, we have our issues here in Kenya when it comes to promoting. We'll fly to South Africa for that concert. I'll personally fly to SA for an Up in Smoke tour.
Yo,
If they did an Up in Smoke 2,
Oh,
that's
bro,
that's
bro.
that's done. That's
that
done
would be
for.
gold. They'll
Can you
take over
imagine
the world.
Dre, Eminem, Snoop,
Snoop, even throw 50 Cent in there.
even
You know what
50s
I mean?
in
Yeah.
like doing a tour again, like up. Oh my
Yo,
days, that would be
Ice
insane.
Cube, you
Ice
know what I'm
Cube.
saying?
That would be insane. That would be
Oh
insane.
my God.
That would be bigger than what's that Woodstock?
Oh yeah.
That would be bigger than Woodstock.
No contest.
Yeah.
No contest, bro. Yeah, for real.
Surprised I haven't even thought about that.
Yeah, because there's that thing.
Because it can be age.
Yeah.
We saw them performing at the Super Bowl.
Come on, know, it's just now a question of like, hey, logistically, just put it together, bro.
Yeah.
Put it together, get the promoters involved. Maybe we should put it together.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get the get the promoters, get the sponsors. That'd be huge. You know what? You all heard it here
And this-
first.
yeah, Up in Smoke
Okay.
2. And then the tagline is, this time it's legal.
Yeah.
Love it.
We should totally do that, bro.
Yeah.
We should totally do that. All right, let's do a couple more, man. I know you gotta go because you're busy and everything.
Time is money, money is time.
That's right. That's right. All right, let's kick off another one right here. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Tupac? No.
Tupac, I think he
He has a
sampled it.
verse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he sampled it, but that's the original.
See, how do you know the Tupac version? Because the Tupac version starts exactly like that.
It's actually it's an obscure band. It's Mr. Mister
I would never guess that.
Broken Wings.
Never.
Yeah, Broken
These
Wings.
broken wings. I just know the Pac version.
Right. All right, last one.
Yeah.
Ready?
Come with me, make we go Buster.
What?
Yeah, I know.
What?
That one was a blur.
What the without Buster? What? Just play that again?
Come with me, make we go Buster.
Oh, come with me, make it go Buster.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
It's Yemi
I can listen.
Alade.
Is it?
Yemi Alade. Looking for my Johnny. Question.
Oh, is that how it starts?
Yep.
Ah, I didn't even know that's how it started.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Give me all that day.
All right, so
I met
this
her
was a
once.
blur. Let me give you one more.
I met her once in Nigeria.
Oh, you did?
Man,
She good?
she's so fine.
Oh,
She's so fine.
yeah,
Like,
me,
as
yeah,
in-
me. What's happening?
Goddess.
Wow.
Like African, just
yeah, dripping melanin.
Built, just beautiful,
Mm.
built like a stallion in a good way.
Jeez.
Yeah, like a thoroughbred.
yeah.
Beautiful woman. Strong character.
Yes.
Really, really strong character.
Yeah. All right, let's do a couple more because I think we're enjoying this now. You ready?
Ah, Will Smith. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Getting jiggy with it.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Ah.
What's the title?
Huh?
What's the title?
What?
I just sang it.
Yeah, getting jiggy with it.
Yeah,
yeah. Get jiggy with it. It's Will Smith, man.
Yeah. That's Will.
Even
man.
he's another guy where I'm just like that. Like Will Smith was part of my formative years. I used to rush home every Saturday. I remember I used to leave kids playing out.
Right.
I would rush home by 7 o'clock because by Saturday 7:30 p.m. was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I grew up with that.
And West Philadelphia,
Born
born and
and raised in the big
raised.
house, spending most of my days chilling
Yo.
out, maxing, relaxing, on cool, on shoot some me ball outside school with a couple of guys who rapping on good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight. My mom got scared. Said, "You moving with your auntie and your uncle Bel-Air." Such a show.
That was iconic, bro. That was a great show. Great show. What's going on?
But those are one of the really nice shows that, they changed the view of African American families. They
That
said,
was-
look, we're not all broke.
That's right.
We can have wealth. We're educated.
That's right.
And it also showed all the stereotypical things that blacks were going through in America at the time, or even globally at the time. But they voiced it. They spoke out. about it.
Absolutely, and I think it was a great time in American television history, where the narrative was sort of flipped, and said we're not just janitors and drug dealers and thugs,
Yeah.
carjackers. We're lawyers, we're doctors, we're professors, we're college students.
Yeah.
They also not, it wasn't like painting like a rosy picture, like that's all we were, but
Yeah.
we're not a monolith.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they still showed you the thug who was a friend,
Exactly.
who was up to
The
no good.
stereotypical things of like them, like black people loving to eat chicken.
Right?
You know
what I mean?
But
and
they
it's-
played on that.
Yeah, and it's true. And then the thing is, stereotypical things are stereotypical because there's a level of truth to them because they're there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, once you paint a people as being like that one thing, that's where the problem is. Why not paint the full picture, the full spectrum?
Yeah.
And that's what the Cosby Show did. You know what I mean?
Family Matters?
Family Matters, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Yeah.
and also Different World.
Yeah. Different strokes.
Different Strokes way before that.
Yeah.
And, all these shows they sort of like shed light onto moving on up. The Jeffersons.
Yeah. Moving on up.
And
Dynamite!
JJ. So it's we need to bring those shows back.
Yeah.
We need to represent.
Or at least find a way to, like, I don't think I've ever seen like a Kenyan sitcom. I don't think I've seen like slapstick comedy shows here.
Right.
But I've never seen like a Kenyan sitcom.
That needs to happen. To actually show the maybe middle class and then upper middle class type lifestyle, and then show exactly it's not just one cross section of the
Yeah,
population.
yeah.
What people portray in the West. There's
We had one when I was much younger. Vioja Makamani, and no, not Vioja Makamani. It's called Vitimbi.
right.
Vitimbi was like kind of like a family drama, but that was recorded in front of a live audience. So that was the first time I'd ever seen Kenya's version of a live audience. That wasn't a game show.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's do one more.
What's up? You know I like it, babe. Ooh, girl, you know what's up. You know what I mean. Ooh, say what? Okay, title of the track. Say what?
Yep.
Okay. First letter.
D.
Wait.
And before you go, Lisa Left Eye Lopez rapped on this.
Okay. Hey, wait.
DJ.
DJ.
Initials, yeah. DJ. Initials.
Something Jordan.
Nope. Jones.
Oh.
Time's up. Donnell Jones.
Say
what?
Say what?
Yeah.
You know I like it. Ooh, girl, you know what's up. Woo!
And it's I got a new version of that song.
Yeah.
So I sing it for Annabelle sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. And I say, ooh, semanini.
I like that. I like that. Do you know? I would love if they could do a figure,
Right.
like some research, on how much of the world's population today is a direct correlation from R&B.
Yeah.
I would love to know, like, percentage wise. I bet you there's kids in Iraq who were conceived under, R. Kelly,
Yo.
Donald Jones,
That's
know,
right.
Montel Jordan. So if
Yeah.
they let's give that figure.
Absolutely. But I guess they would have to be sort of like a survey, a cross section of each,
Yeah.
demo, and from that age group anyway.
Yes.
Guys who grew up. I'm pretty sure they'll be significantly high.
Definitely. I would like to argue over
Right.
35% of today's population
Yeah.
was conceived
Conceived.
because of R&B.
Hey, I'm not gonna argue with that because you might be totally right. It might even be higher.
Possibly.
It might be even higher
Yeah.
percentage because again, that's like a sample of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Yeah.
And you see, I bet you whoever's watching this right now, I bet you just play the game. Right? Don't cheat. Don't forward and then find out what the song is. Try to guess as we play along. Try to guess what the song is. And and now I think what's gonna happen is you're gonna find yourself now listening to intros, introductions like this first little couple of notes, and once you get that da 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 da, oh yeah, that's such and such, and it kind of like your acumen will basically increase. You start now paying more attention to tones, to sounds, and even lyrics, and it's a good way to keep your mind limber.
And it's loads of fun.
It's a lot of fun,
It's
bro.
fun.
Yeah. So yeah. And hey, bro, thank you for doing this, man.
Hakuna Matata.
Hey, you came, you conquered.
I
See?
did.
I told you not to be
what did
nervous.
I get? How many questions did you give me?
The ratio, you know
Yeah.
what? I'll tabulate it. We'll find out at the end of the show.
Okay, I like that.
We
We
were
can have a
going
little
back and
score, number coming. Ding, ding.
Exactly, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
like that.
and we'll see.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure. Hey, you aced it, bro.
Thank you, man.
You sure did.
Cheers, man.
So once again, name that song. Hey, we did it again. And then in the hot seat, Nick, give it up, y'all.
Cash register.
Yeah, wait a minute, yeah, bring it. Ka-ching.
There we go. I'll send you my M-Pesa number, yeah?
There you go, yeah. All of them.
I love it. This is fantastic.
Yo, thanks, bro.
Nice one, man. Good job.
Awesome.
Fantastico.